Well, maybe we get lucky and there'll be a last-minute cancellation we can scoop up. Might as well ask our front desk. Yeah, let's do that. But not quite yet, because that is main story advancement and I want to finish with side quest. Did you guys come across my engagement ring? Hopefully. We found this inside the resort. Thomas, do you mind giving this a look? A gold ring? A pearl ring? And a platinum ring. Let's see. Gold ring? Sorry guys, this isn't mine. The shape is pretty close, but the color is nothing like mine. A pearl ring. Sorry guys. It's beautiful, I give it that, but it looks nothing like the one I bought. A platinum ring? Sorry guys. But do you really think I could propose with something as ugly as this? Who do you think I am? My mistake. You can have this back. Do whatever you want with it, I don't care. Tomo returned the ring. I can't believe you bought me so many rings and none of them were mine. What are the odds? Where in the world could I have dropped that stupid thing? Don't lose heart just yet? Well, we still haven't found the damn thing. Kinda makes me think that someone actually did pick it up. Randy, stop! Oh, got us. This is the end? You can see him sinking deeper and deeper into despair by the moment, all thanks to Randy. So it's all my fault, eh? Toma, are you feeling okay? You're looking sort of sick. Do I? Well, you see, there's a perfectly good explanation for that. It's nothing. It doesn't look like nothing to me. If you're feeling blue, how about we cheer ourselves up by checking out the residential area again? Sitting together on that bench near a lake shore was the highlight of my morning. Want to do it again? Yeah, that was a good time. Wait just a second. Toma? I remember, it was definitely back there when it happened. I was sitting on a bench, having a wonderful conversation with Avelina when I reached into my pocket to double check that the ring was still there. Later when we returned to the hotel, I checked my pocket again, it was gone. If I dropped it, it had to have been somewhere near that bench. I've never been more sure of anything in my life. You're positive? This clue came out of nowhere. Hey Toma, what have you been freaking out about? Nothing at all, just talking to some buddies of mine. Come on, Avina, let's go take in the beauty of Michelin, the finest place in all of Coswell. You sure? Toma, you're really acting strange, even stranger than usual. That was a close one. Okay, forget about that for now. Could you go check around the residential area for me? My ring might still be somewhere near that bench we sat at. We can do that. Lloyd, shall we head over there now? That's about our only choice, yeah? Auction schmoction, it's time for fishing! Whatever. You take an off one. Pearl glass and cuffed up the engagement ring. Could this be Thomas' engagement ring? So a fish mistook it for food after it fell into the lake? The odds of that being the case are so astronomically low that I'm a little hesitant to believe it. Yeah, it certainly wasn't expecting anything like this. Not sure if all that walking was worth the effort, honestly. Oh well, as long as we got it now, I can't complain. Agreed. Let's head back over to Tomo. Hopefully he can confirm that this is really his ring. Yeah, that was a one-time fishing spot. Hey guys, did you finally find my ring? Well, we hope so. Mind taking a look at it? Let's see here. This is it. This is the one. An argent ring engraved with mine and Alvina's names. This is definitely my ring. Really? What a relief. Dude, I would have lost my mind if you told us we got the wrong one again. I'm glad this is over. I'm just happy that we are able to find it for him. Thank you, everyone. I don't know what I would have done if we went into the park without it. My plan to propose during fireworks is now an option again, luckily. I'll never be able to thank you guys enough. Here, take this as a token of my appreciation. The Invigorate Quartz. Are you sure about this? This looks like a really expensive quartz. I wouldn't ever use it, so don't let that bother you. Just a small way of showing my thanks. Well, it's time for me to start mentally preparing for tonight. If I ever meet you again, I know that I can rely on you guys no matter what. Toma can't hide his enthusiasm at all. Did something exciting happen to him while I wasn't looking? Good day. Welcome to Hotel Delphinia. May I help you? Are you here to check in? Actually, we were wondering, do you happen to have any rooms available? Oh, I'm terribly sorry. The truth is, we did have one cancellation earlier today, but someone booked it almost immediately. I was afraid of that. Just missed it. That's the way it goes, I guess. Might as well try the restaurant. It'll be a bit noisy, but we can still try to mull things over there. I guess so. Quite the dilemma you're in, aren't you? Wazi? Oh, Mr. Hemisphere. It seems you're having quite a bit of trouble getting a room. But all you're really looking for is a quiet place to have yourselves a little chat, no? Basically, but Wazi, what are you... Allow me to make things easier then. Would you like to use my room? Wait, what? How the hell did you get a room here? I've got my ways. Follow me. What should we do? For some reason, seeing him dressed like that makes me suspicious. I think the real suspicious thing is that the freaking gang leader is hanging out in Michelin. Well, at least he's someone we know. For now, let's follow him to his room. Are you acquaintances of Mr. Hemisphere's? If you go through that door to the left, his room is the first one on the right. I locked eyes with him. My heart can't hardly take it. Do try to calm down, Lottie. When will this girl learn? You can't act like that in front of guests. So the other rooms are empty, good. Truth be told, I didn't expect the SSS to have such refined tastes. Spending a final day of a festival taking in all the fine amusements Michelin has to offer? Bravo. Yeah, we decided it was a good day for it. More importantly, what's with that outfit, Wazi? Pretty stylish, isn't it? Let's just say it's the uniform I wear for my side job. You have a side job?
それってどういう
What kind of job is it?
上流階級という
In the cold, cold world of high society, many beautiful, lonely ladies search for the spark of love they've lost.
そんな彼女たちに
My job is to simply ignite that and give them the time they desperately dream about. Spark of love? Lonely ladies?
それってもし
Wait,
かして
you don't mean
いわゆる
you work as a host, Vazzy? I work my ass off for the CBD while you get to have a good time dealing with the... I mean, you're too young to be hosting.
別にミラに困ってやってる
Well, I'll have you know, I'm not doing it for the money.
いつもしつこ
I
く
have
誘わ
women
れるから
requesting my company day in and day out. It would be rude to deny them that much.
まあ
I suppose we could call it charity work?
なんて言い草だ
You're unbelievable.
そういうすげないところに
Yes, Frank, I give him that much.
一番マダムが多い
Guess his customers must be into that.
ああ正直関
I
心
can't
でき
say
な
I
い
see
わ
the
ね
appeal myself.
それではワジさんは
So,
ホストのお
did
仕
you
事
come here
です
for
か
this
ね
host job of yours, Vazzy?
ああ
Why, yes.
いわゆ
I'm
る
here to
エスコー
escort
ト
a
やってや
lovely
つ
lady tonight.
とあるご婦人
We're
に
to
同
attend
伴
some
して
funny little
ちょっ
party.
と訳ありの
I'm
パーティー
sure
を
it'll
見るつも
prove
りなんだ
quite the
けどね
adventure.
え
Party?
それって
Could you mean... Ah, that
なる
explains
ほどね
it.
なるほどって
Explains what?
その
What are you
何の話
talking
だ
about, Vazzy?
シュバルツオークション
The Schwarze Auktion.
大方
You
その
came to check
名
it
前を
out,
知って調
didn't
べに
you?
来たってところだろ
Damn, are we really that obvious?
ということはあなた
So
が出
that
る
must
訳あり
mean
の
this
パー
party
ティ
you're
ーというの
attending
も
is
ああそのオ
the
ークション
very
さ
same.
去年も別の
This will be
マ
my
ダムに付き添い
second
で
year
行ったから
attending, just with a different lady this time.
そうだったのか
You're full of surprises, aren't you?
こんな身近にして
The
いる
real
人が
surprise
いた
is
と
that
は
we've
思い
known
ませ
someone
んで
who's
した
been
ね
to the auction the entire time.
でも君たち
Humor
オ
me
ークショ
for
ン
a
を摘
second.
発するつもりなのかい
Are you guys planning to expose the auction to the public?
さすがに無茶だ
That won't amount to much, you know?
いや
I know.
悔しい
Even from the beginning, we never
元よ
intended
り
to
摘
do
発する
that.
つもりはないさただ知
We
っておき
just
たかったんだ
have to see something there.
クロスベルの歪みを
This
象
auction,
徴したような
a luxurious underground party, essentially represents the corruption of Crossbill itself.
俺たちが乗り
And if we're ever going to overcome this barrier,
どの程度
we
の
have
も
to
の
see
であ
for
るのか
ourselves how high it really is.
ロイド
Lloyd?
なるほどね
Is that so?
その意気
I
込みは
don't doubt your
わかるけど
enthusiasm for a
あい
second,
にくオークションには
but you can't attend
招
the
待カード
auction
がない
that
と入れない
easily.
よ
With no invitation, you'll be kicked to the curb.
毎年
Each year they
違ったバ
change
ラ
the
のデ
rose
ザインで
motive
投資
slightly,
ナンバーも入ってる
so
から
forging
偽
won't
造
get
す
you
ることも
very
難
far.
しいどうしようもないと思う
You might be out of luck, everyone.
それなんだけど
Actually, we already have an invitation.
へえ
Interesting.
どうやって手に入れた
I
の
assume it's
聞くのは
pointless asking how you got your hands on one.
なあ事情があって
Let's just say it was a unique situation.
この招待カードだけど
We have this
身元の
invitation,
特定は
sure,
されないのかし
but
ら
won't they try to check our identities as well?
会員限定で
If the event
登
is
録され
meant
ている人
to
し
be
か入るこ
members
とはできな
only,
いとか
I imagine they'd only let pre-registers people in.
いやそれは
No, there's nothing like that.
裏の社交
Due to
界
the
的な
underground
側面
nature of the
が
whole thing, they're always open to potential clients.
盗品を扱っている以上
Since smuggled goods are a big aspect of the auction, many of the rich, famous, or powerful people who attend prefer to mask their identities.
だったら
Sounds like things might work out for us then.
あそういや一枚の招待カー
Oh,
ド
but
で何人まで
how many
入る
people can get in with one invite?
特に決まりはないみたいだけどただまあ
I don't believe there's a rule set in stone, but most people go in pairs.
4人連れで入
I'd
るのが
recommend
目
that.
立つから
For the crowd, you know, you stand out quite a bit.
なるほど
So only two of us can go.
確かにそれは言えてるかもしれないわね
Unfortunately so.
それと
Also, since it is a high-class
フォ
party,
ーマルな格好を
you
した方がいいね
really should wear something more formal.
まあ
Though, of course, you don't want to dress as well as
悪
me,
目立ちするって
or
いう
you'll be
のも
the
ありだけ
center of
ど
attention.
さすがにそれは遠慮して
Yeah, I think we'd rather avoid that.
なあエリ
Hey Ellie,
パーティー向けの服装だけど
do you know where we can get some new clothes for the
調達でき
auction?
る場所はないかな
それなら下
The
のブティッ
boutique
クがちょうどい
downstairs
いと
should be
思うわ
perfect for what we need.
前に来た時に使っ
I've
た
been
こ
there
とがあ
before,
るし
so there's
私
no
が
need
建
to
て替え
worry.
ておくから
I can pay too.
いやそれは
Are you sure?
そのくらいさせてちょうだい
Of course, leave it to me.
それより問題は
But before that, we need to
潜入するメ
decide
ンバー
which
で
of
しょ
us will be the ones infiltrating the auction.
ああ
Right.
そうだな
I haven't worked that out just yet.
くじ引きか
Rock, paper, scissors probably isn't the best way to go about deciding.
おいおい何言ってんだ
What's the hold up?
少なくともお前
All you gotta do is
は
pick
確定だろ
one of us to go with you.
え
今回の件
You're the one
一
most
番こだわ
invested
っ
in
て
the
いたの
Schwarzer
はロイドさ
Auktion,
んだ
Lloyd.
し私たちの
And
リーダ
given
ーで
that
す
you
か
are
ら
our leader, it's
行く
only
のは
natural
当
that
然で
you
はない
go.
か
でも
Guys, are you sure about this?
ともうここは素直
The
に引き
decision
受
would
け
be
て
a
おきな
lot
さい
simpler if you just accepted your responsibility already.
見てみたいんでしょ
You said you wanted to see the corruption of Crossbow
黒すぎるの
firsthand, didn't you?
わ
You're
かっ
right.
た
I leave the charge into the Schwarzer Auktion.
だったら
Then
も
all
う
that's
一人
left to
同
do
伴
is
する
pick your
人間を決める
date.
といい一人で参加す
You'd
るってい
send
うの
out like a sore fun
かえって
event
目立つだろう
solo.
からねそうだな
Good point,
私かティオちゃんか
You can pick
ランディ
me, Theo, or Andy.
マフィアがいることを
When you're
踏
making
ま
your
えて選ん
decision,
だ方がいいか
be
もしれ
sure
ない
to
わ
keep in
ね
mind that you'll be surrounded by the Mafia once you get in.
残る二人は会場の外でいざと
While
いう
you're
時に
inside, the
備え
remaining
て
two
待機
can
す
be
る
on standby outside the venue.
そんな役割分
I
担
think
で
that
しょ
would
う
be a
か
good division of our forces.
まどんな分
Well,
担に
no
する
matter
に
how
して
we
も
divvy up the
まずは
roles,
下
we
の
might as well
部
head
に行こう
on
ぜ
over to the boutique now.
ドレスアップする
Plenty
時
of
ま
time
で
to
に
choose before you gotta
誰
head
を
out.
連れて行くか決めとけよ
なあそうさ
Right,
せてもらおうかな
let's do that.
ちょっと待て
Wait a second.
どうして輪島で一緒
Buzzy,
について
is
く
there
るんだ
some reason why you're following us? Since the opportunity has arisen, I think I'll offer a lesson in style.
マフィアのチェックを
I found a way to trick the Mafia running a security checkpoint while I'm at it.
うんまあ
Well, I guess we don't have any reason to refuse.
なんかあからさまに興味本
It's clear
位
he's
っぽい
doing
で
this
す
for
け
his
ど
own amusement rather than genuine desire to help.
ま聞くだけ聞いて
Oh
みる
well,
ぜ
let's hear the guy out.
それじゃあ下にあるブティッ
If
ク
you're
に
all
行きまし
ready,
ょう
let's head downstairs to the boutique. Pardon me, sir. Huh? Did you need something? Oh dear, he really is as handsome as the others were saying. You're quite a funny one, aren't you? Are you going out by chance? Please, have a pleasant and safe evening. Mr. Hemisphere, are you heading out? If so, we'd be more than happy to prepare your room for your return. I might be out for a bit, so I would greatly appreciate that, Hager. Understood, sir. So Vazi must be a regular here. Please feel free to inform us of any complaints you may have. Our establishment always strives to improve. I guess I make my way to Michelin Wonderland now. Can't get over my nerves. I've planned out the entire proposal, but will I actually be able to follow through? I know it took you a lot of pain and effort to find my ring. With that as my courage, I won't give up now. That being said, I'm still going to keep running through the proposal in my head for practice. Please, my dear, marry me. Maybe that one? Let's get married? Not bad either. Woman, just take the ring already and marry me. Maybe not. Thomas seems to be planning something at Michelin Wonderland for me. It's not like it's hard to figure out. He couldn't keep a secret hidden to save his life. Oh, what magnificent taste, how positively divine. I try out everything from cheap meals to delectable 3-star restaurants, and now that this dish has graced my palate. Bravo. I say bravo. Michelin's esteemed restaurant has made quite the impression on me, I'll tell you that. Occasionally, a really sweaty middle-aged man comes to eat lunch here. From the look of him, I have him pinned as a park worker, but wait. Don't tell me he's Michi? Forget I said anything. Tonight I finally take my wife to Speaker Hartmann's annual party. It's quite a wild event, can't wait to see how she'll react to the extravagance of it all. Riding the Ferris wheel with my husband was the highlight of my day. It's not often we get to take it easy like this. Being able to enjoy myself without forcing him on the more intense park rides was quite a treat. To be honest, I'm thanking the goddess that she wasn't allowed in the jewelry store. Considering she already bought a nice dress at the boutique, I would have been on the verge of bankruptcy if she bought a ring or something. Maybe this restaurant wasn't the greatest idea either, and now that I'm looking at the prices. My wallet isn't going to like this. I bought this gorgeous dress at the boutique, and then when I went into the jewelry store, they turned me away. Reservations only, pfft. Ah, what a stupid rule, nothing to do but eat my anger away. The sun is setting, won't be long until all the tourists start making their way home. That gives us a little time to prepare for the late night crowd. Dad, what's the hold up? Let's go inside. I hear you. Just give me 1 minute and I'll be right there. Jeez, these kinds of places really get kids going. It's already evening, yet he shows no sign of slowing down. If I left him alone, he'd probably keep playing until he dropped from exhaustion. Come on, Dad, let's go inside already. I know it's still early, but I'd rather get back to the hotel before the nighttime crowd comes in. Inside the park you find various rides and an assortment of Michi-related merchandise. I recommend the Michi hairband. You'll never ask for any other one again. Just imagine strolling through the park wearing your very own Michi hairband. Isn't that exciting? We don't just carry our fabulous Michi hairband, we have straps, clothes, plushies, you name it. You'd be surprised how many people like to come enjoy the theme park at night. The park has quite a romantic atmosphere after dark. It's become a big hit with couples. Still locked off. I thought it would be fun to come here after enjoying the festivities in the city, but it's going to get dark soon. Oh well, I guess I just check out the stores for a bit and then head back. More than anything else, I want to avoid the rush of people taking the last trip back. I probably won't get to do much considering I got here late. I'll go check out the stores for a bit and then head back to the city. Tonight we party at the speaker's place. I'll make sure to get you the most precious of gems no matter how much money I have to spend. What a bad boy. What do you think your wife would have to say about that? Haha, Nikita, didn't we promise not to talk about her tonight? I told my wife I was just going on a business trip, so there's nothing you need to worry about. I've been interested in this Schwarze Auktion for quite a while now. I'm lucky that he asked me to be his +1. Darn, it looks like the current's not working in my favor now. Guess that means it's time to call it a day. I think it's time to call it a day. I'd say I caught a decent haul. I'm especially proud of that gluttonous pass. The hotel was fully booked. How dispersing. It was a joy to spend the day here with my family. Maybe taking a breather every now and then isn't so bad. Father said he still has to finish up some work, so we have to go back home. Well, I suppose Mary is pretty tired too. Maybe going home isn't such a bad idea. Hopefully Father and Mother will let us come back to Michelin again sometime. So those three are leaving again. Hey miss, feeling hungry? I'd love to treat you to something nice at the restaurant if you like. Mira isn't an issue. I made sure to bring a lot with me for this trip. No thanks, I don't see any particular reason why I'd want to be treated to a meal by you. Besides, I'm willing to bet that I have much more Mira than you. Ah! Damn, I guess flaunting my wealth won't get me anywhere with the women around here. These tourists have absolutely no class. Can't get into the jewelry store? What do you think you're doing? You can't just traipse around this neighborhood dressed like that. Haven't you heard of decorum? Areas of a certain pedigree have something called a dress code. If you must come this way, at least change to something real close and boutique. Listen up, Sal. Now that you're my fiance, you need to properly plan for your future. Do you have a career already lined up? Well, it's not set in stone yet, but I want to work as a doctor at St. Ursula Hospital. Absolutely not. I've heard that you hardly spend a second at home once you become a doctor. I won't allow you to become the sort of husband that neglects his own family. Are you serious? Sal is such a good-for-nothing, truly hopeless. If he becomes a doctor, I'll just be stuck at home with nothing to do but be lonely, won't I? Emmy's being really selfish. What's so wrong with chasing my dreams? Word has it that Speaker Hartman is throwing an anniversary festival bash over at his mansion tonight. Apparently he's even invited friends from abroad as well. Alright. Now to get dressed. Once we get dressed, there's no going back. I have to choose who's going to accompany me to the auction too. Are we ready? Get dressed. I don't think our budget covers a place like this. Well, that's what you get when you deal in fancy brands like these. Classy suits, the finest casual clothes. They basically got stuff for every occasion here. And with prices to match. We don't need to worry about prices. Lloyd, have you decided who you want to bring with you? Yeah, I think so. I guess I bring Ellie. I think she would blend in easiest. Ellie, would you mind accompanying me? I'd love to. The two of us would probably look the most inconspicuous trying to enter the venue. My thoughts exactly. Wonderful choice. I'd recommend the two of you dress as an ordinary couple. The daughter of a wealthy businessman, her middle-class boyfriend and Toro attends the much-talked about party for the first time. A convincing facade, wouldn't you say? Yeah, I think we could pull that off.
そこは怒ってもいいところだと思うけど
You could at least pretend to be flustered at the idea. Better go get yourselves dolled up.
どう変身するの
I'm
か
curious to see how this transformation will play
ちょ
out.
っと楽しみですお待たせ
Sorry to keep you waiting. Hopefully, these will be okay. Not too shabby. That dress looks like it was made for you, Mademoiselle. Guess you're used to wearing fancy gala stuff, huh?
はい
Yes,
とっても素敵です
Ellie looks beautiful.
それにロイドさんもなかなか
And your
お似合
outfit
いだと思い
suits you
ます
quite well too, Lloyd. You think so? Honestly, I think I pale in comparison to Ellie.
そんなことない
That's not true.
あなた
You pull off that suit quite well with your broad shoulders.
似合うみたいね
Thanks. Hopefully, I'll be able to pull off being your boyfriend for one night.
ええ
Well, you certainly look the part. Well, it seems you won't have any trouble getting into character. Oh, and while we're at it, take these two, Lloyd. Fashionable glasses. Glasses? When women get all dressed up, it's as if they become a whole different person. However, formal attire doesn't do much to change your look, Lloyd. While you're at the auction, it would be better to wear something that will add to the disguise. That's a good idea. Thanks, Vazi. How do I look? Interesting.
驚いた
Wow, I'm shocked at how different that made you look.
しかも意外と似合
Yes,
ってます
they suit you surprisingly well. Sounds like they're a hit, Lloyd. Maybe you should get yourselves a pair after this is over. I don't think so. My vision is just fine. Right. With all this, our preparations are complete. Now, all that's left is to wait until the auction starts. Fireworks!
綺麗ですね
How beautiful. It's certainly a magnificent sight. Wow, there's even a fireworks show? They've pulled out all the stops. Is this part of the anniversary festival celebrations? Nah, they do these pretty much daily. Seems like the evening events over at the theme park are just getting started. There's a nighttime parade and the Ferris wheel is all lit up. The entire ambience is the perfect backdrop for capturing a lady's heart. Well then, I think I'll be going on ahead to the event. Oh yeah, you said you were meeting up with a madame, right? Something like that. May the goddess watch over you this lovely night. And if your plan actually pans out, try to come find me at the auction. I'll be waiting. Man, where does he get off looking down his nose at us?
不良集団の
The leader of a small-time gang working as a host at a high-class party. There's a lot to be suspicious about.
でも正直
Well, in any event, the info he gave us about the auction was extremely helpful.
借りを作ってしまった
I think we owe him one. Yeah, I think we do. It's almost time for us to make our way toward the auction venue. For now, our objective is to slip past the security checkpoint and enter Speaker Hartman's mansion.
ええそうね
Yes, we got this. The Princess and the Pauper. No, why did Vasi have to leave early? I could never get tired of admiring that handsome face of his. Oh, it was risky, but I somehow managed to snag a room here. I had to wait for hours hoping someone would cancel the reservation. Worth it in the end, I guess. What a marvelous hotel. My comrades here in Crossbow never fail to treat me to the best. On top of that, the fishing is a thrill, and the food is always top-notch. I'll have to preach the wonders of Crossbow to my fellow Liberlians once I return. It wouldn't be right to keep this place to myself. Branch Minister Sheridan did me a favor and booked this room for me. He might just look like a humble angler, but he's actually pretty well off. Still, renting a 3-person suite just for the two of us might have been a little overkill. If you need room, Lloyd, I don't mind letting you snag one of the beds. Anything for a fellow member. You all are friends of Mr. Hemisphere, yes? If you're looking for a place to eat, I can't recommend the restaurant for tuna enough. You'll find it right down the mall. Did you order room service by chance? If you can give me a moment, I have your drinks and meal right out. Three cheers to the anniversary festival and the amazing parties it brings. Yeah. Oh, it's been a long day. Might be a little early, but I think I'm going to turn in for the night. Man, today was the best day of my life. Happy 70th birthday, Crossbell. I'm not sure one day was enough to take in everything here. I'd like to come back soon. My friend and I spent the whole day playing around at the theme park. We weren't planning to stay that long, so it was a real shock when we noticed the sun had already set. Oh no, we need to get to the ferry. It's almost time for us to leave. Let's hurry! About time we arrived. That jerry-built ship hardly left me any time before the auction. I suppose that leaves me no choice but to hurry there. The ship bound for Crossbow City has just arrived. Please stand by while we prepare to board. I was hoping I'd come here and sweep a gorgeous witch woman off her feet, but I discovered an unfortunate truth. Those ladies are too much for me to handle. It became disastrously clear as the day went on. Oh, it's about time for the tourists to head on back. I wonder why all those people were heading to the residential area. A party, perhaps? I think I got it. From everything you said, it sounds like you really want to mix things up and go bold. This hat might be perfect for you. I think I passed this time. Are you not satisfied with your current attire? If so, perhaps you'd like to go for a different style with this hat? I'm in quite a pickle here. I just wanted to window shop a little and then head back home, but I've made a grave error. After all this personal assistance, I'd feel guilty if I left without buying anything. Well, this looks absolutely marvelous on you, dear. You've struck the perfect balance, incorporating all the latest trends in a way that pops but isn't too busy. If only Mr. Hemisphere worked for us, he could teach us a thing or two about style. Wow, just what don't you get up to, Vasi? Oh, would you look at the time? Speaker Hartman's party is just about to start. We better hurry on over to his mansion. I hope my wife enjoys herself. It's her first time bringing her with me, you see. My husband says he's taking me to a party tonight here in Michelin. I'm quite excited for it. I wonder what kind of party it could be. A criminal one. What a feast! There's nothing more satisfying than having a delicious meal. Each new dish I try is another unforgettable memory. If I got my calendar right, today is the last day of the anniversary festival. I thought the city's going all out with her festivities. Darn, now I wish I'd went. After having a meal like this, I can say with full confidence that visiting Crossbow was completely worth it. You're still eating? Oh god, it's my life savings. Yes, British. It's a masterpiece. Who cares about not being able to buy that dumb jewel? All my anger is being swept away in this decadent rush of flavor. I'm in heaven. Excuse me, waitress, seconds please. I really like dinner accompanied by a bottle of El Voila. It's one of the finest Erebonian wines in existence. It may fetch a modest price, but rest assured its aroma is set to rival even the famous Grand Chardonnay. Grand Chardonnay. If I remember correctly, that's a vintage wine they produce in the Liberal Kingdom, right? I hear a bottle went for nearly 500,000 mira in an auction they held over there a few years ago. 500,000? I know people enjoy their wine, but to sell for that much? The world of wine connoisseur is one I could not begin to understand. Hey, if it's that good, I love a taste. I think I'd go for a glass, you know, to see if it lives up to its reputation. Whoa, I'm joking. Cool your jets, Theodot. I should hope so. I wholeheartedly recommend it with dinner. If you like, I can go fetch a bottle for you. No. This day couldn't be better. On top of all the park's goodness, I even managed to give Mishi a good kick. That's basically the heart of a Michelin Wonderland experience. It did nearly get me thrown out of the park though. Kicking Mishi is something only kids are allowed to do, but I still went for it. All in all, it was a good day. I have no regrets. Ooh, my son really drained all the batteries playing in the theme park. Come on, hang in there for just a little longer. The ship will be here soon. Mishi. I'm going to be sick. What am I going to do with him? He can barely handle thrill rides, but he still forces himself to get on with us. Well, we haven't had a family trip in a while, so I'm really happy he was able to make it. I'll have to thank my husband later for clearing his schedule for us. Our son had such a blast too. My husband really outdid himself this time. That roller coaster was out of this world. If I could put it into words, it'd be like a whoosh. Well, something like that. Roller coasters are my favorite thing ever. The way everything flew past me was totally crazy. The nightly parade is currently underway inside the park. All the Michelin's beloved mascots are merrily marching to the beat, with Mishi at the front. It's a one-of-a-kind spectacle just for our park guests. Are you able to catch a fireworks show? You should be able to spot them from anywhere in Michelin. They soar right up to the tippy top of the sky and then boom! Sure, the theme park was enjoyable, but I really wanted to go into the jewelry store. Honestly, what a stupid will to have. Mama, the ship is going to leave without us if we don't hurry. It's almost time to head to the speaker's mansion. Tonight will be one to remember. It's almost... My man here claims he's going to win me something beautiful at the auction, and his poor wife doesn't know a thing. I see you dressed to impress, or at least attempted to. By chance, were you also invited to Speaker Hartman's place tonight? Listen up, sir. Since you're my fiancé, you have to be more aware of how I feel at any given moment, alright? Gee! Aren't you feeling a bit chilly, Emmy? We've been talking by the waterside almost all day. It's not the warmest outside. How about we head back to the mansion and I whip you up some hot bowl of soup? Oh, okay. Huh? Emmy, did you catch a cold or something? Your face is as red as an apple. Oh, Sel, he's still got a lot to learn to be a gentleman, but I think he deserves a passing grade at least. By the time I'm done with him, he'll be the coolest and most proper gentleman to ever walk the continent. Did you notice all the black suits guarding Speaker Hartman's place? I guess when you're essentially Crossbell's boss, your security can't be anything short of perfect. Yep. Well, I should be off. Showing up late won't earn me any favors. Right, but I think I end this episode here. I know it was just looking around Michelin, but I try to avoid this, but sometimes it just happens because I'm too curious. And we go into Speaker Hartman's mansion next time. What I want to do now as well is look at how the other outfits for Randy and Theo would look. Get dressed. Bring Randy. Wendy, what do you say to coming with me? I don't mind, but wouldn't two dudes going together stand out a bit? Yeah, I had the same thought. But the Mafia's running this thing, right? I'm a little hesitant to bring either of the girls with me into the lion's den. Well, now aren't you a gentleman? Excuse me, what exactly are you whispering about? When exactly did the two of you start being so intimate? It's not like that. Well, hey Lloyd, you know I'm always down for a good time, just give me a word. I've seen plenty of men show up at the auction in pairs. You can be an honest rich kid raised by a loving family who was tricked into attending a party by his never-do-well friend. How does that sound? That might actually work. I'd say we fit that bill well enough. If you're going with that, you should try to find something flashy to wear, Wendy. And Lloyd, try to find something more traditional looking to match your role. Hey, let's not go overboard. It's no use, Lloyd. We just have to resign ourselves to being the dress-up dolls. Sorry about the wait. I think we did pretty good, for what it's worth. Oh wow. Crap, judging by your faces, I look silly, don't I? I thought I'd look pretty damn slick in this. No, don't worry, you both look fantastic. I was just surprised at how much the outfits match Fuzzy's story. An honest rich kid raised by a loving family was tricked into attending a party by his never-do-well friend. It's almost uncanny. You think so? Well, if I'm gonna be a never-do-well, guess I should give you some of my hot tips for wooing the ladies. Do not do that.
ただでさえこの
Lloyd
人
already has some
ちょ
kind
っ
of
と立ちが悪
terrifying
いとこ
power
ろ
to
がある
begin
の
with.
に悪い遊びを
If he
覚え
gets
て
any
しまっ
worse,
た
there
ら
will be no stopping
手
him.
が
なるほど
Good point.
確かに危険
I forgot how dangerous this guy can be.
ちょっと待て
Wait just a second.
とんでもなく
I feel like he has
理
on
不尽
making
な評
some
価をされている
extremely
気がす
unfair
るんだ
judgment about me. Ever the
君も
popular
随分
one.
愛され
It's
ている
clear
みたいだ
loved by
ね
many.
そうそう
Oh, while you're at it,
ついでに
take
これ
these, Lloyd.
これはランディは派手めにまとめたから
You see, Wendy may look quite a bit different in his dazzling new getup.
君の方
However,
は
formal attire doesn't do much to change your look.
せめて会場にい
While
る
you're
時くらい
at the auction,
つけた方がいいん
wouldn't
じ
it
ゃない
better
か
to
な
wear something to add to his disguise?
なるほどへえ
驚いた。しかも意外と
これを機にメガネ男子
いやよし
Okay.
あとは
Received bad influence. Get dressed. Let's bring Tio.
ティオ一緒に
Would you be okay with tagging along, Tio?
いいんですか？
Are you sure?
私は
As I said
子供で
before,
はあ
I'm
り
not a
ません
child.
が
However, I would probably still stand out among the other
やっぱり
attendees.
少々目立つのではないかと。
あ
Yeah, I agree.
あでも逆に
But on the other hand, I doubt anyone would peg us for police
警察
officers
の
if
人
you
間
were
には
with
見
me.
えにくいんじゃないかと思ってさ
あ、
I see. Clever.
君くら
I
い
saw
の
a girl
女が
around the same age as Kyo last year, so that very may be the best way in.
辺境の
I can see it now.
小国から来た
A pair of noble siblings, naive in the ways of his corrupt world, who hail from a small, insignificant country.
そんな設定でいい
Does
んじゃ
that
ない
backstory suit your fancy?
なるほど
That could work.
私とロイドさん
Lloyd
は
and I, siblings?
兄弟ですか？
You two may look completely different, but I think you could pull it off.
そんじゃとっと
Sounds
と
like a
コーディネ
plan.
ートしちま
Now
うか
time to get you two dolled up.
Hmm. こんなもんか
Well, this was we decided on.
似合っているかどうか。
I still think this is a bit too frilly for my taste.
いい
Oh,
じゃ
you
ない。
both look wonderful.
ロイドも似合って
Lloyd
いるけ
looks
ど、
dashing in
ティ
the
オちゃん
suit,
すごく
but
可愛
you
い
look
な。
adorable, Tio.
まあティオスケの
It's not
私服
every day you
姿
see
は
Theodore in
ほとんど
anything other than her
見たこと
usual
ないから
outfit.
そういう格好は
It's
新
nice
鮮
seeing
だ
her
ぜ
get all dressed up for a change.
そうでしょうか。
Do you really think so?
いや
Of course, Tio, you look great.
こりゃ兄弟っていう
Though
に
I'm
は
not sure if these
かな
outfits
り不釣り合いか
are
もしれ
good
ない
for
な
the sibling story we have lined up.
それじゃあ
No big
お
deal.
嬢様にした
How
の
about we change it to a
若い
butler
羊って
escorting his
設定は
young
どうだい？
mistress to a lovely party?
それだ
Perfect.
いえ、兄弟
I
で
think
結
I
構
would
で
rather
す。
stay siblings.
お嬢様
I
と
doubt
い
I
う
could
柄でもあ
convincingly
り
play the
ません
part of
し。
nobility.
そうか
Are you sure?
いろいろとこだわりがあるんだ
I
よ
get a
ね
feeling she has a reason for preferring that one.
まあいい
Oh, well, we're
ついでに
at
こ
it.
れも持っていく
Take
といい
these, Lloyd.
これは女の子は君の方はそろなんとか入り口のチェックを抜けて
はい。
Unlikely siblings. Okay, but that shall be the end of this episode. Until next time when we actually enter Speaker Hartman's mansion, probably. I may and don't get lost.